So it's a done deal, y'all. Saquon Barkley is officially not a New York Giant. I'm a little late. I got out of work, just got home, man. Um, as we're recording this video, apparently the Giants are in trade talks with the Panthers to acquire Brian Burns. I'll make a separate video once that happens. I will be going live tonight as well to talk about the first day of free agency for the New York Giants and everything that has been going on around the league. Now, y'all know why you're here. Saquon Barkley, Xavier McKinney are both gone. Saquon Barkley is officially not a New York Giant. He's going to be playing for the Eagles, man. And listen, I'm sick. I'm sick because he's an Eagle. Him being not on the team, it is what it is. It is what it is. We knew that the Giants were prioritizing him. They weren't going to pay him his money. And we can't get mad at this man got around $14 million per year. Giants offered him around $13 million around the bye week of that 1 year that they went to the playoffs. He declined it, thinking he'd get more money. He wasn't getting more money from the Giants. The Giants were playing hardball with him, franchise tagged them, and here we are. The Giants said, hey, go field some offers, come back to us, and let's see what you get. The Eagles gave him a bag. He's going to get paid for these next 3 years. And the Giants, there was no way. There was no way the Giants were going to match that offer at all. There was no way. So it is a little sickening emotionally. But in terms of where this team is headed, in terms of the direction that they're trying to get to, there was no way they're going to pay Saquon Barkley $14 million when they already paid Daniel Jones that money, which, you know, everyone that is clowning Daniel Jones in that contract, which we know it's not a great contract. We know here we are rooting for another QB to get on this team after we just gave this guy a bag. Joe Shane dropped the ball with that one. Maybe if Daniel Jones doesn't get that contract, Saquon Barkley is still a New York Giant. We didn't win with Saquon Barkley. Clear cut, that's what it is. This offensive line has been a mess for years. Still is a mess up until this point. We did sign John Runyon. I'll be talking about him in another video. I'll be talking about it live tonight. But nevertheless, the offensive line, terrible. We don't have all the money in the world to throw at top playmakers like the Eagles can. The Eagles are in a great setting at this point. They bring in their own talent. They have the cap space, and they trade for guys when they need to. They have a lot of guys on that team. They have a lot of money to throw at people. The Giants don't. So I'm not mad overall that he left. There was no way the Giants were going to match that. But once again, seeing him 2 times a year, all I know is Dexter Lawrence is going to have to eat up Saquon Barkley every year. That's all I think, man. It sucks to see. Saquon Barkley was my favorite player on the New York Giants. Business is business. The Giants didn't prioritize him. The Eagles did. And they gave him the most money compared to anybody else in the rest of this league. The Giants reportedly didn't make an offer, but we all know the Giants weren't going to match it, so that wasn't an offer. They probably didn't officially give him an offer, but the moment he went back to the Giants, if it happened, if he went back to the Giants and said, hey, this is what the Eagles are giving me, what's your move? The Giants were not going to offer him something lower than that, because why would they? Why would they offer him $11 million, $10 million, which it's reported they didn't even want to go past $10 million. So it is what it is, man. Joe Shane didn't value the position. Now, you guys let me know what y'all think down below. Should we have brought back Saquon Barkley? It's a done deal now. I'm sure everyone's going to sound off on him being an Eagle, but he made the best business decision for himself. He got paid his money. This is the only big contract he's going to get. He got paid a lot. I will repeat this. He got paid a lot for being the second overall pick in his draft class, and he was making money, so don't let that fool you. But he went to the other team, man. He's a big op right now, and all I know is the Eagles ain't winning nothing anytime soon, even with him on that team. Or at least I'm not rooting for him now. I can't root for him. I'm be honest, I can't. I was going to root for him if he went to the Texans or some team like that, but cannot root for him being on the Eagles. Now let's talk about the other guy. This one I'm a little more fed up about, but once again, we're just in a position where other teams are throwing money at our players, and we can't pay our own players, and that's upsetting. It's upsetting to think about. It's upsetting to look at. Xavier McKinney did sign the deal to be with the Green Bay Packers. He's getting paid around $17 million a year. Now, remember, the highest paid safety was Derwin James, sitting around $18 million. So he leaped over everyone. Some people didn't think that Xavier McKinney was a top 5 safety. I think he could have been. And maybe playing in a better scheme, he could have been a top 5 safety. But he's automatically right up there with Derwin James in terms of salary. He's getting paid $25 million this first year of his contract. That's a direction I didn't expect for his value to go, let alone the safety market. You saw a lot of safeties getting cut. Nobody was able to pay those guys and keep them on their roster. I thought you were going to be able to see Xavier McKinney back. With the market coming down a bit and with us prioritizing the safety position altogether. But $17 million, Guys, the Giants only had like $38 million in cap space, which is right around the middle of the pack in terms of the whole rest of the league. Now, yes, there's some restructures we can make, but there's just bigger holes that we have to fill. $17 million going towards the safety is not what Joe Shane was valuing. So here we are, two Giants that are arguably, top players in the league going to other teams, and the Giants couldn't pay their own guys. That's the only thing that's upsetting to me, but it is what it is. Now it's on Joe Shane to really bolster whatever. You didn't allocate that money towards these guys, so you better go get, Owenu from the Patriots. I'm sorry, I was about to say Packers, the Patriots. They already signed a guard from the Packers. Good value. I'm seeing good value, but listen, we need a good guy, like a really good guy. I understand, other guys are getting paid a lot of money, but we need a top premier offensive lineman. This offensive line was arguably almost the second worst in NFL history. We need to make moves like that to get this offensive line right. And we'll see if the guy from the Patriots is going to be our dude. He's still available at the moment. Robert Hunt did get signed somewhere. He got signed by the Panthers. You already had Dotson from the Rams. He re-signed with the Rams. Guys are flying. And guards are getting paid a lot of money. But Joe Shane needs to continue to do what he can to rebuild his team. Now, once again, at this point, at this moment, apparently the Giants are working on a deal with Brian Burns to acquire him. What will it cost? I'm thinking it got to be like a second and a fifth mainly. But we don't know if it's going to go through at this point, at the time of this recording. If it does happen, I'm going to turn on this camera and I'm going to drop another video. I'll be here to drop another video, but I will be going live tonight at 8 p.m. If you're watching this video now, make sure you tune in and say what's good. We're just going to recap what happened on day one, and who knows, man. Maybe there's still a deal pending by 8 p.m. Definitely could be. A lot of active teams altogether. We'll be talking about the whole free agency altogether, man. Devin Singletary is also a Giant as well. Can't forget that. People are going to look at him as a Saquon Barkley replacement, but that's what he is not. Now, you got to look at the value. He's going to be around here for $5 to $6 million per year. And he was actually pretty good for the Texans. So, Saquon Barkley's gone. Please, don't make it a thing where you start burning his jersey and throwing his jersey away and stuff. I mean, do as you please. But listen, all I have to say is we didn't win much with Saquon Barkley. This isn't LeBron James leaving Cleveland. We didn't win much with him. So it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. Hurts emotionally, but listen, we move on. What do I do with those two Saquon Barkley jerseys I got? I don't know. But we'll talk about that another day, man. Stay tuned for more updates on what this free agency brings for the Giants, man. Comment down below your thoughts. I'll catch y'all tonight.